foremost, we're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles, as well as the elder bishops who labor the true justice truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word, truth, sincerity, and indeed. We are a branch of the branch of Great Millstone, Chicago, coming at you another Saturday with some more of it. Our beloved Dawad, your last time.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Brother got something they want to say before I start running my mouth?
Yeah, you got it.
Everybody better shut up.
Bring it out, brother. Oh, God.
This is the book of Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Because ultimately we're watchmen unto our people, to tell our people the things that's to come, the things that's to take place, throughout the world. It says, verse 2, it says, the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right. We make the vision plain upon tables. We break these prophecies down to our people what the MOTB is, according to Revelation 13:16. Let our people know the return of the Lord. It's now we tell our people these different things. And the ones that, that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, basically what? They will eventually understand it, And it says, verse 3, it says, for the vision shall from the appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, right? Meaning what these prophecies are no longer going to be for long. Things are it's going to be like a domino effect. When one prophecy come to pass, the other prophecy is going to, come to pass soon thereafter.
And we're seeing it doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is coming off the pages, man. Brothers send me different things. The elder, sending me videos, man. This stuff is going in fast,
It's an exciting time that we live in.
Yes.
And just to land back on what the brother brought out, it's also a time of exposure. Ooh. Because somebody get that 2 Thessalonians, because Esau is being exposed on a level which he can't handle. That I was watching GMS upon precepts, the beloved brother ICR down in the Charlotte camp, and man, he was coming so hard, man. I was like, man, vocab somewhere in a fetal position. He's crying right now with a pacifier. All right? He was lighting them up, man, because Esau's just getting exposed so hard, and he went and basically, because I'm gonna land back on the lesson, all right? But y'all get a sneak preview of how we just gonna get Esau that gut shot. But basically, an Edomite went into the history of get that scripture first, Second. Whoever got it.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians 2:8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
All right, and the spirit of his mouth is the mouth of the prophets, man. And nobody's coming harder than the Great Millstone, man. All right, the Great Millstone and our affiliate brothers, man, ain't nobody coming like we coming.
No.
All right, because when they start talking about all this stuff on the internet, and the internet is dangerous, and they need to shut it down, that's literally because of us. Whether y'all realize it or not, that's because of us. It's not because of some truth or, some truth they're talking about, the border and exposing Biden and exposing Trump. It's exposing that they're the Edomites, all right? That the people who are controlling everything, the issues, are not the people of the Lord. That's what's dangerous, because you gotta understand, we're in a place that every column and every pillar that supports this society is based upon a lie. Every one of them, all right? And they completely and totally whitewashed history. And now with modern day technology and the fact that you now on the internet, you can go to these old books and these old resources and these old things that they try to sweep under the rug and throw the rug over it. And now it's been pulled back, all right? So with that being said, somebody hold 2 Ezra 6:27. What you got, brother?
This is Hosea chapter 6, Verse 5. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth.
And the word hew means to cut in pieces, man.
Right.
When you hew something, you know, you're literally taking an edged weapon. It could be an axe, it could be a sword, you know, something that you can actually hack and chop with. Go ahead.
I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth.
Ooh, and this word is sharper than any sword, any axe, any two-edged sword. All right? This word is even sharper, man. So with that being said, there's a video. Let me find it. Get all my receipts together. There's a video floating around by a guy named Albert Lynn. And Albert Lynn appears to be a Moabite or Ammonite. And through the spirit, just after watching this video, I think the dude might be a Jew. That's neither here nor there. That's not important. What's important is the information that he brought out. All right? Let me go to the receipts. And this is the guy, by the way. I'm sure to all you brothers. All right?
Clear this up. For you sure.
That's Albert Lynn right there. You can see where he is.
Is it better?
He just came through that long, narrow caveway, which
Yep,
opens
way
up to
better.
what they call Petra. Okay, you brothers see it? Now I'm gonna share with the camera.
Oh.
Okay? Now, there it is. There's Petra. And what they're trying to say is that this was built by the Aberdeen, but what he revealed was there were other cities in this whole area built all the same way. And there's a city about 40 miles away from where Petra is, which had a temple that had all the same people that built Petra built this place. Right? Now, what they're trying to say is that the Arabs built this now. About 3.5 hours ago, I was going by Cortland and Wood in Bucktown. And lo and behold, there is a church sitting there on the corner of Wood and Cortland that looks just like the entryway to this down to Mount Seir. Here's Mount Seir, or what they call Petra. All right?
Oh, let's see. I got you. Yep.
Okay, there's Mount Seir. There's a long, narrow road that leads right up to it in between the rocks and the caves. All right? That leads right up to the entrance. And that's about 7 stories high. Okay? There's a church on Cortland. I'm telling you, if you were to go to, matter of fact, you could go to Google Earth right now and look at that church on Cortland and Wood, and it's like you can see this all over again. When you see all the images of the Edomites on it, the eagles, everything. All right? Now, here's an aerial view of it from above. I guess that's from an, all right?
Everybody know where it is.
You see that? Now peep this. You would think that what you're looking at right there, you would think that you were looking at something from a museum in Europe. That's in Jordan, because these are what they're calling the Albertines, and they're showing you a whole bunch of Ishmaelites trying to say that the Ishmaelites built this. All right? But you can clearly see that these are not Ishmaelites.
Right.
Those are Edomites. Those are Edomites. These are the people that built Petra. These are their images. They cold busted, man.
Cold busted.
These are the people that built Petra. Hold on, it gets better.
But wait, there's more.
All right? That is not an Ishmaelite. That is not an Arab.
Nah.
All right? Okay? These are the people that built Petra. All right? That looks just like the Bosque of Alexander, and they digitally rebuilt the temple where all these came from, and there it is.
That's wild, man.
And that's 40 miles away from Petra, and that whole area, and these relics that they have in the museum in Jordan came from this temple. All right, and these are the people that built Mount Seir, Petra.
Tilted. Yep. No, this way. Yep. Right there. Yup.
So they're Edom. And they call them the Albertines. And then they showing you this Arab rolling around, showing the guy around, saying these were his distant cousins. Nah, homie.
You know what? This ain't good.
Nah. All right. So, Jeremiah 49. Was it? Yeah, 49. Seven through 10.
Jeremiah
Whoever got it.
49 and 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more teeming? Is counsel perished from the prudent?
Yeah, that counsel is perished because Esau is actually Esau got caught lacking because the truth of the matter is he should have already killed his enemy.
Yeah.
It's too late. I mean, because we know he's going to do it, you know, in the very near, in the very near future. The internet life is, you know, is pretty well. The internet as we know it, right? Because what they're going to do is they're going to make it to where people like us and different. You're going to have to sign on with all your digital information and all that. If you don't have that microchip, you know, you're not going to be able to do anything. Point blank, period, man. All right? Shoot, the son of Alexander just walked by now. All right? Go ahead.
Is their wisdom vanished?
And this what, like 39 degrees? My man is in shorts and a shirt. Big ass Edomite, about 6'4". All right?
Somebody claiming for that slave field. Big fuck.
Oh, he claims that she is too. And they go in separate directions. All right?
Cave dwellers.
You're here too. Where you going?
Yeah. They definitely going in separate directions.
She gonna run away from him
He
anyway.
going straight to the field. All right? And you know, I didn't want her, but she going to somebody's chains. Well, there it is.
That man.
Go ahead.
Flee ye, turn back. Dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some gleaming grapes?
And this man that raped, robbed, stole, and colonized the whole world.
Yep.
And get angry when somebody else try to do what he do. Somebody come into the land that he raped, robbed, and stole, he got a problem with it. Now he talking about my making songs. This is my land. This is my country. No, it's not, man.
With American
Stop.
flag in the background.
Put the good tie down.
Eagle sound.
You know, put the beer down, bro. It's none of this shit is yours, man. Stop. Go ahead.
If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. The Lord is saying, you know, He's gonna make sure you wipe them all out. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
And that's his future, because it's gonna be, there's not gonna be any male Edomites left to impregnate women so that they go on. And any of their women that's left is gonna get impregnated mainly by jakes. Because the heathens, you know, their first 1,000 years, they're not gonna be able to mix and mingle and all that.
That's right.
All right, only men that's gonna be popping all the women on the planet. Psalms 2:8. Only men that's gonna be popping the women of all the nations is the Israelites. Okay, as simple as that, because it's sperm from a man that determines your nationality. All right, and since since all the people were made for our sake, somebody get that in Second Ezra. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2 and 8.
Matter of fact, start at 1 and read on down to 8.
Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
We're talking about smart cities and digital, your digital footprint and all that other stuff. Because yeah, they're gonna do all that and then it's gonna fail. See, here's the thing. We know that you're gonna succeed at getting your plan. But we also know that the moment that you launch it, it's over for your red ass. All right? So you're gonna make life miserable and difficult, and we ready for that. We ready for y'all. It's the rest of these Americans that ain't ready for it. We ready, bring it. Because there's no way, the only way to get to heaven is to go through this hell that we in. All right? So we ready for the birth pains. The rest of y'all ain't. Go ahead, brother.
The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together, saying,
Yahweh, against Yahweh, and against his
sorry.
anointed.
That shit was a nasty ass distraction. Her friends is not her friends. Her friends is not her friends. Because her friends should have told her, girl, you can't wear that. Baby, you can't go out like that.
You know what? I don't want to see that.
You don't want to see it at all.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Good thing you missed it.
She had enough ass for 4.5 women. And it was all wrinkled and lumpy, and it was so, and I couldn't help, it was right there. I'm looking right over his shoulder. I just saw ass to the left, ass to the right. It was just,
Those are not
yeah,
your
you're right. That was a woman that was about 370.
Damn.
And about 200 of her was ass.
Two defensive linebackers.
Right?
Like,
And she shouldn't have been out like that. All right? And even all the women over there turned their head.
damn.
Because they was like, you know, they ain't want to, basically they ain't want to get beat up and set on.
That's not in the church.
Becky's eyes, they did like this, and they went straight ahead. They ain't say shit. It's like, no, you say nothing to her. She's gonna come over here and take her earrings off.
Shit. Or onion rings off, whatever the fuck she got.
Now she only got literally about 60 seconds to go in it anyway. But that buffalo could do a lot of damage in 60 seconds. To a normal size woman.
Oh my
Right?
God.
But Salakia, damn. But I'm glad you understood why it fucked me up. Damn. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2, and verse 2. It says, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
And they did that because you got to remember that once, you know, the Edomites were under the Israelites, right? King David put in that work, man, and had them. And that's why they love Alexander so much, because through Alexander of Macedon was the first time that they came into positions where they were in rulership positions, all right? And the scriptures clearly tell you that ever since they came into power, evil's multiplied in the earth. It didn't say that about any of the other races that were ruling. And all the nations, the Lord, it goes to show you that the Lord is fair. He gave the other nations, he gave them all a chance to have a rulership. Whether it was a great kingdom or it was a small kingdom, but they all had positions of power at some time on this earth, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 4, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath.
And he's laughing at them now. Because these guys, they can't do anything right, man. Everything they do, they either expose themselves or they make it worse for themselves and the rest of the country. Hey, we're in the middle of teaching, brother. Don't be rude like that. Don't just start talking, brother. Go ahead. Yeah, it's all good, brother. We teaching right now, brother. No, I can see that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 5, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. Yahweh hath said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
So there it is, man. And we're co-rulers with Yahweh, man. We're co-heirs to the kingdom. All right. So the Lord said, what He has for us, what He has, He's given to His friends. All right. You doing this work of the Lord, being a living sacrifice, coming out on the highways and byways and sacrificing your life, your very existence to do this work. Because whether you brothers realize it or not, we're really sacrificing. We're making ourselves a sacrifice, man. All right. You better believe they got a war room with every one of our faces on it.
Oh yeah.
You best believe, man. All right. And they know everything about us. Okay? And they know we're not terrorists or any of that, but they're gonna label us that. Because the biggest weapon or the biggest threat to a lie is the truth. And we're speaking the truth. And the powers that be is, like I said, the pillars that support America. All right? To its very foundation is all built upon rape, rob, murdery, lies, and deceit. And lies being the biggest thing. All lies and deceit, man. Because these people They sit up and call themselves Christians. They so-called built this place in the name of Christianity, and they're supposed to be all pious and upright and holy. And everything they did with the sword, with malice and murder, man, fulfilling the prophecy of living by the sword, man.
Yeah.
All right. You see them videos when they watching Jake now doing cop moves on people, rolling up on them and blocking them in front and back, jumping out, robbing them. Where they learn that from, man? They learn that from watching TV. Okay? Where they learn that from? Watching what the cops do. And the thing is, and that the majority of the police are all criminals anyway, man. All right? Well, go ahead, brother.
Verse Psalms 2 and 8 again.
Matter of fact, put that sign out so people can see it. You see, that's the thing. We always put the sign up, and then all the brothers stand in front of it. Put it behind them.
Psalms 2 and 8 again. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
That's right, man. So the earth is for the Israelites. And Yahweh Shai is going to be the main instrument that Yahweh is going to use to take it. Go to Revelation 2 and 26.
So we get the answers that we all come from Adam. That's 2 Measure 6 and 50.
Con.
Oh, you got one.
That's it. You got to read it, brother.
I got it. You got the Revelation?
He got to say that.
I got
This is
2
2 Measure 6 and verse 54. It says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
That's right, including the people whom thou hast chosen. And in the Bible, it's an easy thing to trace the Israelites all the way back to Adam. Okay? Right through Shem. Okay? Right to the sons of God. And to prove to you that the sons of God, that you know the language was Hebrew, and that it was all about us, from Adam, from Adam all the way up to Shem, and all the way up to Abraham, from Adam to Shem to Abraham. Everybody had a Hebrew name. Duh. And Hebrew is the language of heaven. Paul proves that when Yahweh Shai knocked him off the horse and he asked him what his name was. He said his name in the Hebrew tongue.
A scholar specifically wrote in the Hebrew tongue before translating. So somebody cross-referenced to make sure they said in the Hebrew tongue right before he said Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai.
Exactly. So right then and there, that kills the false name of Jesus Christ. Of Yahweh, of Jehovah, all them J words, man. Okay? When we say John and Judah, that's only so you know what we're talking about. For those of you who, you know. Go ahead, brother. Nah, that was the point. You got it.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2. You want me to go straight to the point, Elder? Let's start up a little bit.
Start up a little bit, yeah.
Okay. I'll start at 24. Revelation 2 and 24. It says, but unto you I say, and unto the rest in Thyatira, and many as have not this doctrine, and which have not known the depths of Satan, as they speak, I will put upon you none other burden, but that which ye already have, hold fast till I come.
Right, so we hold fast to this doctrine that the Lord has given us through the labor of our Bibbins and you know, all down from him to Yaquab and Masha to Ariyah until Tahar and the rest of the Apostle Tahar, Gabar, Ramlab, and Rakah, man. All right, to us now, to the elder bishops, to us now, man, who labored to teach us. All right, because the elder bishops in Connecticut, we look up, those are our elders too, man. All right. As a matter of fact, I was watching some of them before I was even watching the elders, the apostles. All right, specifically Elder Bishop Sakaran. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
There it is.
And he shall rule them with the rod of iron.
So Yahweh Shai is coming you know, he kicking in the door like Bruce Lee and whooping the whole school, man.
Damn.
All right? He said you fight one at a time or all together. Then he gonna whoop all y'all ass. All right? And it don't matter if y'all fight one at a time or all together. Y'all all catch it. You know, what was that offshoot of the Umbach movie, Tom Sung-yoon, when he went in there and beat up all them damn Moabites because they was eating all them abominable foods and shit. So he whooped their ass from the bottom floor to the top floor, man. All right, that's gonna be your Howard shot, man. And he was breaking bones, breaking necks. He was killing them fools, man. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. And I will give him the morning star. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
At the Wadi Yahweh Shalom Mashada, we're living in that time when that's actually about to happen.
That's right.
Because man, because the Esau is wearing us out, man. 2 days ago, it was that mist. It was really warm for February. It was warm, and that mist like rain was coming down. And I said, damn. I said 2 days from now, everybody gonna have sore throats and headaches. My throat was sore this morning, and I woke up with a headache, man. I was like, these it's like clockwork, man.
Cars are dusty as hell.
You know,
Oh,
cars
yeah.
are dusty as hell.
Very dusty.
Because while watching this thing about, with all that information came from a video about the secret origins of Petra, all right, and how the Edomites, what they were doing was they were carving what they did on how they survived up in those rocks and hills. They carved channels so that the water, all the rainwater, would go down into these things that they had set up everywhere. So there were pools of water everywhere that were, you know, there's thousands upon thousands of gallons all over the place. So they had plenty of water because they were collecting and drinking rainwater. If you collected and drink rainwater today, you dead. All that metal and shit, your dick definitely ain't gonna work. And that's why we get so jacked up, because there's so much metal in the shit that they constantly spraying over the cities.
Yeah.
As soon as it rains or snows, it brings it down on top of us. Another thing, every time it does it too, my dog, the older one, her eyes are full of cold.
Damn.
Every time it does that, man, it's like clockwork. You know? So then what was that? They were doing it so heavy last year. They had this weird outbreak. All these dogs had to, because my dogs had them weird worms and shit. They all had like weird ass poop, and it turns out that it was all across America, and none of these dogs had contact with each other. So how is it that all these dogs in all these major cities, every place where they spray their shit, all had the same dysfunction in their stomach? Because yes, the damn wicked prince of the air, he making everybody and everything sick, man. So imagine what's that's doing to cows and goats and sheep and chickens,
Stuff
the
we
things
eat.
we gotta eat.
Yeah.
All right, because
That's
this man
crazy.
clearly is not fit for rulership, man. All right, in a short period of time, look how they fucked up the whole world, man. There's barely any blue water. You got Puerto Ricans over there in Puerto Rico, the Edomites that moved in, and they buying up all the beachfront property, and they fucking up the water because all that pretty blue water is now turning shitty brown. It's looking like the Chicago River, man. Looking like the nasty ass Hudson River.
They're privatizing.
Murph sent me a damn video, and they got these gigantic magnets, these big magnets, man, where they just throw it in the water and drag it through the water and pulling all kind of shit out. They're pulling out Tommy guns and damn old ass Tommy guns, and, right? You know,
The Italians were down there.
right? You damn pistols that have been used, and all kind of shit was coming out, man. Motorcycles and all kind of shit
Damn.
they find. And so these people with baby carts, bodies, cars, all kind of shit, man. They just completely messed this place up. Not to mention all these factories, let all they run off into the river.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're privatizing public beaches, which in Puerto Rico is illegal. So what these gringos are going down there and doing is they're buying those areas and blocking off the beach. Now the people ain't going. They're fucking protesting. You know they're fucking Puerto
Taking the
Rico.
barriers down.
They got a
Yeah, they're taking the barriers
They got
down,
one
too.
speaker and the rest of the whole neighborhood, and they're fucking taking over the beach again.
And
man.
not only that, the poor.
Damn, that's good. God, no,
I have to get that up. And they and not only that, on the beach, on the beach in Puerto Rico, there grows a lot of right there along the beach on the edge. There's a lot of fruit trees, man. And so the homeless people, they go to eat, and so the Edomites are privatizing, and they're cutting off the people that used to be able to just go and eat. They can't eat anymore. So man. So it's like, damn, bro, I live in a shack outside, and I go fish, and I go pick some fruit off the tree, and now you can't even let me. You living in a big ass house? Why you gotta block me from this? I ain't fucking with you in your big ass house.
I know an Ephraimite that came from the island that basically said that. He said anybody in Puerto Rico, basically they don't have to move to America because they can live off the land. He said, but whoever doesn't like fishing, whoever doesn't like working for their bread is who comes to America, he said. He said, but in Puerto Rico, he said, bro, you can go buy a mango, tree, sit at the beach, get fucked up all day, wake up, do the same thing.
Yeah.
He said anybody that comes to America doesn't want to live like that.
Look, bro, and that'd be the life, man. I'll give me some weights.
I'm about to move down myself.
Give me a damn hammock. Give me a hammock, some weights. Give me a mango tree, a pineapple tree. All right. Have me a little garden, and all I gotta do is eat fish and eat out my garden.
Bacalao.
Man. And then be swole as fuck, and then all them fine ass
God, no.
Please.
That brother from Puerto Rico needs help. I'm going.
That'd be like
GMS Puerto Rico.
Right.
He can't do the ministry by himself.
Damn, we gotta set up a camp.
God, we gotta help that brother out.
Yeah. I gotta
go check on that brother.
I got two for you real quick.
Make sure you got the right doctrine.
This is the book of Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
And the whole world is mourning, man. The whole world is mourning. All right, that's why these nations are so hot and want to get at Esau, man. Well, go ahead, you got another one?
Yep, come. Revelations 11:18. It says, "And the nations who are angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give a reward unto thy servants the prophets and to the saints." Right, that's why we do this work, man. To ultimately get rewarded. Lord, when we be of those, of the elect.
Hey, people don't have faith to do that. See, the difference between the men you see right here and the people that fill the churches is these men actually believe there's going to be a reward for what they're doing.
That's right.
Hey, if it was easy, like Murph, Murph ain't here, but I'm going to be Murph right now. If this shit was easy, everybody be doing it. There'd be a whole line of
You in my mind, brother, right?
Yeah.
I was just about to tell him to move that sign to right there, and he went and did it. Spirit had him do it.
Damn. Call on y'all my
Oh,
show.
hello, you how about Go ahead, brother.
It says, "And them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth."
Right.
Now there's a wall that's blocking it from there. There you can see it from every direction.
Con.
Right, Con, this devil got to be.
And I want it there every week when we got that sign right there.
Yes, sir.
No, don't put it in front. Put it right there so everybody can see it.
Yes, sir.
Because when y'all stand there, nobody sees the sign.
Right.
Right.
All right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Con, that's why this devil got to be taken out of power, man.
Yep.
Because even in the scriptures it talks about, if the days one short,
I got
no
it.
flesh will be saved.
Bring it out, brother.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened."
There it is, man. And part of that is the exposure of Esau, getting back to that. And what the brother ICR, the video that the lesson that he did, was he was showing how this linguist guy went and what they were able to do was take languages and connect them to people and narrow it down to where those languages came from and the actual who those people are. And it turns out that these people, they call themselves Ashkenaz, all right? It turned out that there were 3 villages that all had that name in it, all right? But none of them were Ashkenaz because the Japhetic people were gone already. And these imposters who claim your heritage, they were traders, remember? And they traded on those routes, connecting back to Petra. See, there's a connection because they were big into trade, all right? And Yiddish was a language that they created so that they could speak to themselves among other people, and people would know what they were talking about when they were doing trading. That's how they would talk to you hear all your business, find out what you were doing, send men back to jack you, steal all your goods, and then go finish the sale for you and collect all the money. That's why the Chinese would call them beware of the name stealers, because they would show up and say they were you, all right? But then when they would speak to each other in that language, and he showed you that all those people that were there, they all go back to the bloodline of the people that came from Germany, all right? And the people in that area. So, which means they are clearly not from, you know, what they falsely call the Middle East. They are not from Western Asia at all. Yet they're over there claiming to be the people, and so this is all scientific evidence. Their own evidence is condemning them. What's that scripture? Your own words condemn me and not I. Somebody grab that, but go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand, and they covet fields and take them by violence.
Right. So create a language that just me and my men know, so that we can do dirt right in your face and you not know it. All right, you think that we're talking a language because that's our language, and the whole time we set you up. All right, so we can jack and control the trade routes. All right, go ahead.
In houses and take them away.
And then they did that too. They took houses. What else did they do?
So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Right, and then claim to be you, the name stealers.
Yep.
The name stealers, and Lord's will, I'm gonna do some research on that.
I got the article too.
How the Chinese, and how the Chinese, whatever history that they got on these Amalekites,
They knew that there wasn't shit.
exactly. And whatever dirt that they did to get that label from the Chinese.
Yes. Right, from the Chinese, right. Well, you get blacklisted by them.
Right. Blacklisted by boys.
Like dog eaters.
You know?
Shit.
Yeah.
Name stealers, dog eaters, all y'all look alike.
The niggas that ate Fido telling on your ass.
Damn.
Right?
Fido.
Esau got all these companies
Yeah, no.
that you got to pay monthly to keep your identity secure. But he didn't stole other people's identities. You know.
He's a big, because they real big about identity theft.
Oh yeah.
And these people is
The masters.
So they didn't claim to be the Greeks.
Yes.
They didn't claim to be the Spartans. They didn't claim to be the Vikings. They claimed to
Master
be
of
the Aryans.
disguise.
You know, they claim to be right. They didn't claim to be every damn body, man.
Kings and queens of Europe.
You know, they claim, and then they just make up shit and claim to be that. Right? Because like we've already gone over, you Google search the word Europe, is not in the Bible. So how could a region that's so important never be mentioned? Well, it actually was mentioned. It was called Asia. You lying piece of shit.
That's right.
All right? That's right. It was called Asia. Because there is no such thing as Europe. That's some shit they made up. Europe sits in Asia. And it's not Euro-Asia.
Right,
it's
Eurasia.
all Asia. All right?
Man.
Okay? That's what it was called, man. All right? It's not 7 continents, it's 6. You lying pieces of shit. Europe and Asia are not 2 separate places. It's one fucking continent. All right?
They trying to
Break it
be
out, brother.
master of
This is
disguise.
Matthew 12 and 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
Damn. Yep. So your own words are condemning you, man. Your own research, and then you brag about how infallible this evidence is. All right, that this technology is so spot on, and then it's the very technology that they're using to prove that Benjamin Netanyahu and his people are frauds and phonies.
That's right.
Claiming to be something that they're not.
Exactly.
All right, and then try to put laws in place. Okay, when you bring it out, because the true people of the Lord were called niggas, and anybody saw my video yesterday would know that. All right, the receipts and the evidence it wasn't Niger, it's not Niger, it's not Niger, it's nigger. Nigger. Always has been. All right, and the word didn't mean what it means today. didn't have a negative connotation to it. That was added when Esau Edom started the slave trade shortly after. That's when that word all of a sudden became. There was no difference from saying negro, you know, or moreno. It was just a description. It didn't have a negative tone to it.
Right.
When someone was a nigger, it just it meant it was just a dark-skinned person. That's literally all it meant. Didn't mean anything else. It was just a description. And they made it. That's why they so ashamed to say it. All right, because not only is it a part of their shame, but it also has a history to it that they don't want to be investigated, talked about, or brought out.
I had to Acts chapter 13, verse 1. This is Acts chapter 13, and verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simon, that was called nigger.
Yep, and they were called nigger. Now when you read that, when you read the definition of nigger, it's spelled with two G's. But the phonetic spelling, which means the origin of it, is spelled like N-I-G-E-R. What he just read. Read it again.
Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simon, who was called nigger, and Lucius of Cyrene, and Menon, who had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul.
That's which one is that? Good, you screenshot. Somebody actually paid attention to detail, and I told everybody on the video, screenshot this so that you would have it. They're both from the Winston Simplified. Okay. Well, this one is from the collegiate version. Okay. The other one is from the intermediate. Gotcha. That's 1925, and that's not. Go ahead and read them. You got them. That's perfect.
So you
Go
said
ahead and read
the
them.
one that was white was 19.
This one right here, where it says now. Read them both.
Okay.
Read them both. I'll break it down.
So this is
and read the phonetic spelling too.
Right. So this is nigger, and it says but the phonetic spelling is N-I-G-E-R.
All right, just like in Acts 13 and 1. Read it again.
N-I-G-E-R. And it says...
No, let them read it again, and then you can go back to it.
This is Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simon, that was called nigger, and Lucius of Cyrene, and Menon, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul.
So what that's telling you is that the men of the Lord, the Israelites, the disciples, who are all Israelite, Hebrew Israelites. Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. They were called nigger, and it was because of their complexions. It wasn't a bad word. It was no different from saying negro or black or any of that. You have to keep that in mind. The word nigger, and it's gonna, matter of fact, read the definition to say it better than I can.
Nigger, phonetically, N-I-G-E-R, it says a Negro or a dark-skinned one. Now, usually a contemptuous or vulgar term.
You see, it said now a contemptuous term or vulgar term. It wasn't always. Go ahead.
And it says a Negro. So showing you that what? It's not talking about Hamitic people or true Africans, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's talking about Negroes.
Exactly. Matter of fact, that word Negro came into play with not only Judah, but also with Gad and Reuben. Because in 1682, the year after the Edomites labeled themselves white in 1681 in Virginia, in 1682, the term Negro got placed upon the Gadites, the Reubenites, and the so-called black man. And they were all labeled to be the same race, one people. All right? And that's how so many Native Americans got reclassified as black today. In case you didn't know that. Okay?
I got to fix that for you.
If you don't know,
Now you know, nigga.
Perfect. This is the book of Acts 13 and 1, New Living Translation.
Ooh.
Among the prophets and teachers of the church at Antioch of Syria,
which was sitting in modern day Turkey, all right, that which is in Western Asia, or what they call Asia Minor.
Right.
Okay.
It says of the church of Antioch, the church at Antioch of Syria were Barnabas, Simeon, called the Black Man, Lucius from Cyrene, Menon, the childhood companion of King Herod Antipas, and Saul.
So even if you were denying the presence, now you got to explain. Well, who are these black people that were, Now you see, you can't get around it, man. There's no way around this, man.
They cut themselves.
All right, they cut themselves. How the kitty?
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers sit down on their knees.
Yeah.
They cutting themselves. Man.
Oh yeah.
Funny, Elder, because you always said when they was talking about King James, what was it, his grandson? They called him Black Boy, right?
They called
Stewart.
Charles II.
Oh, Charles II.
Charles II nickname was Black Boy. White guys don't call themselves Black Boys.
At all.
All right? They don't do
Whatsoever.
that. I ain't met a white black boy yet. All right?
And this in the GNTD, the same scriptures, Acts 13:1. It says in the church Antioch there were some prophets and teachers, Barnabas and Simeon called the Black, Lucius from Cyrene, Mananim.
Wait a minute. They were from Cyrene and they were black?
Damn.
Okay.
The original name.
Yeah, that's where they get that. That's exactly where they get that from. Asiatic black man, because the people in Asia were black. Yeah. And Europe is a part of Asia, you dumb motherfuckers. You lying pieces of shit. All right? Okay? I wish I could say it like Denzel, put cases on all you. Right. All right, but go ahead.
That was it on that, Elder.
Go ahead.
This book of Luke 12:2, it says, "For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed,
God, no.
neither hid that shall not be known."
Get it Luke 8:17. Everything is all coming out, man. Ain't no ducking and dodging this, man. You catching every punch.
This is Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
There it is, man. You getting beat up, man. Every time you cover up your head, you catch a nasty body shot. All right? When you go to cover up your body, you get hit in the face again. You just catching it.
Wow.
Esau just catching it, man. All right?
That's why he got to come down. That's why he got to cut the internet, or he ain't gonna cut. He gonna censor the internet. You know what I mean? Because
when you say cut, we know what you mean.
Yeah,
basically cut us.
Yeah.
And anyone who has a platform where they're revealing corrupt politics, corrupt politicians, corrupt government officials, and from your president on down to your police forces.
Right.
They're all violating the law of the land. Like, and I'm gonna continue to say it, lawyers and judges and police officers are some of the most treasonous people in America. All right? Because they're enforcing law that's not law of the land. Right? They're committing treason because they're locking up Americans with codes and statutes that don't go in line with the law of the land. Yeah. And they enforce this shit on people and just so they can receive payments. Because that's what it's all about, to get payments, to fill up the prison houses. And who's the main one filling up the prison houses? Get that. The Israelites.
Yeah.
Right? That's Isaiah 42. So we're catching the brunt of that. Right? Because, there's some Edomites in jail. Yeah, it is. Some of the other heathen. But it's crazy. What they say that America has 4% of the world's population, but the majority, I forget the highest number of people that are incarcerated, and majority of those people are Israelites, which fits a prophecy. Ain't no small headers,
Got a gang.
You ain't no swole ass small headers all grouped up, having kosher food in the yard, man.
Hell no.
Talking about this side down the yard.
Right.
They hold down the weights and shit. Slow-mo over there, swollen as hell.
Shabbat shalom.
Right.
Oh,
I'm done, man.
This is the book of Isaiah 42:22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
Mm-hmm.
They are for a prey, and none deliver, for a spoil, and none shall restore.
Yep, because right now it's Jake bent over the hood of a car, or some police car, getting his pockets ran through, and getting some bogus ass charges put on him. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of Jake out here fucked up, doing stupid shit.
Most of these niggas.
All right, that part be true, but then it's a whole lot of Jake that get caught up in that shit, and it's just because Esau wicked as fuck, man. All right.
That's what I was about to say. You got millionaires in these high rises doing worse crimes,
Oh,
doing
yeah.
more violent, bogus crimes and they live here comfortably.
And yeah, living in it. Matter of fact, you got to remember, man, America is leading in child trafficking.
Yes.
And the biggest child trafficker are so-called white men.
Oh,
the
yeah.
The biggest drug dealers and users are so-called white people.
Yep.
But,
Yep.
but they don't fill up the prisons for that shit.
Nope.
All
They
right?
own them.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Not at all.
Shit.
But that's some party going on. It's Saturday evening.
Yeah.
All right. That's getting ready to be some child trading and human trafficking going on in some Edomite rich ass party too fucking night.
They showed you that in the
All
movie.
right. Right the fuck now, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all they did is
And Ishmael all in on it too.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so is Moab.
All of them.
All right. Because Moab, Moab and Ishmael. Man, Moab be selling his own people all the time, man. All right, and all them taking movies, that Eastern European bullshit, them motherfuckers, hey, they arrive down on the bitch, string out on drugs, and put in a damn brothel, or they'll sell her. They'll sell her to some damn sheikh over in Abu Dhabi.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially over there in New York, they got quotas. They said, specifically like in the police department there, was told to stop black and so-called Latino.
Yeah.
Just to basically, to meet their daily quota.
They do that shit here too.
Yeah.
It's all around America.
Yeah, they do this shit here too, man.
Yeah, the beginning and
And in LA, all the major cities, man, wherever Jacob is, man. They hit up, they railroad Issachar, they railroad Judah. They do it to all of them. They do the shit in Miami, man. They go to where Benjamin is. They go to Little Haiti. They do it to them too, man.
Yep.
All right.
That story.
I got a quick precept.
Go ahead, brother.
Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
That's right.
Therefore pride compasses them about as a chain, violence covers them as a garment.
Yeah.
And there's one time, I told the story before,
Quicker than that.
I was a kid, we was in my friend's alley, we was smoking weed, and some Edomite, his neighbor pulled up in like a little drop top convertible, but he had to drop, it was 2 doors. It was a black car. Pulls up, he pulls my guy to the side, and he comes back, he's like, hey, this motherfucker got some weed. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, he said, come check it out. So we go check it out, he pops the trunk. And this motherfucker had a garbage bag full of fucking weed in there. Damn. And I was like, oh, and I'm over here fucking putting little fucking dime bags in my shoe.
Right.
I'm scared as hell when cops pull me over. This motherfucker driving around the city with garbage bags of fucking weed. I said, you're not scared to drive around with that? He goes, I'm white.
Made a valid point.
I said, oh,
Hey.
And
Oh yeah.
Right.
You're right. Hey, Family Guy has an episode where Peter gets pulled over and a cop pulls out like a color scheme.
yeah,
Light
I saw
on in the
that.
dark, and then he pulls the color scheme to Peter, the driver, and he goes, "Oh, you good?" Because he wasn't dark enough.
Right.
They make a joke out of it, but it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Yeah.
Because if you was what's that saying? Anything darker than a brown paper bag?
You had the brown paper bag.
All right.
Shit.
It's like damn.
Shit, look at Hunter Biden. This nigga smoking crack.
Oh, the
Got
sun and everything.
prostitutes.
Yeah.
Getting top from underage prostitutes.
Yeah, man, he got inside deals with Russia.
He doing all type of shit. This motherfucker's doing drug deals and recording this shit.
Yeah.
He got bad memory.
Yeah, man, he ride around with the 9. He got prostitutes, man. What the
And
fuck?
all the cops that was involved in that got fired or they sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah.
All right? And all of a sudden that laptop disappeared.
The fucking
Yeah.
laptop. Like, come on, man. This nigga, hey, look at Hunter Biden, man. Look at all that shit he doing, man.
That
He
boy.
ain't served not 1 second in jail, man.
At all.
Come on, man.
Hey, that reminded me of this one time. Me and my people, we got pulled over this years ago, and there was a Edomite. Well, she looked like an Edomite chick that was in our van, and they took her, and they was like, "Are you okay?" Like because she was in the van with us and stuff like that, and they was about to arrest us because she was in there with us, not knowing she was Keisha.
Right. Yeah, man.
And you know, and they tell you that they know that all these little white kids do this shit the most because they put it in Hollywood. If anybody watched that remake of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, they had the motherfucking white boy drug dealer. And they pull up on her. That nigga say, "What you want?" "I got drinkables, smokables, and injectables." And that was the whole thing. Like, that nigga said, "I got injectables."
Hey, when Sasa Hard was in the camp, he went to the Art Institute. you know, before he came into the truth, and the same thing. He said the Edomites would come to the college with backpacks full of shit.
Yeah.
They all,
Oh, yeah.
all they had was pills and all that shit right in their backpack. You know? And when Jake walked in the door, they open your bag.
Yep.
They give him another book bag.
Yeah. Right.
Well, Esau walked right by.
Yep.
With an AK in that
You
motherfucker.
know?
Yeah.
And he got pills, smoke, whatever you want, man.
Yep.
All right?
Don't be a menace to society.
Hey, you forgot something.
Right.
He just fucking robbed the whole register.
Yeah.
He told him he dropped $1. He said, hey, you forgot something.
Yeah.
And he went back to Jake. Hurry up and buy.
Man.
And they forced Jake to wear those clear book bags so they can see.
Oh,
through
they
the
do at
and,
school.
high schools and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake got the metal detectors at their school,
God
man.
knows.
But when these Edomites, man,
Oh, they
they
shoot
shooting
them.
up every goddamn thing.
Yeah,
There's
there's
no
been
metal
shooting in
detectors,
no Jake, and none of the public schools are out here. But in Esau schools, there's all types of shootings and
ODing. They
Yeah.
OD. They don't report about these Edomites, man. These Edomites in these fucking small towns, man, outside of Chicago, they ODing. They shooting the fuck out of each other. They gang banging.
And they committing some of the most murderous things.
Yep.
I'm going to show you,
Yep.
brothers, because I actually intend to do a lesson on this.
bring it up.
And I gotta, and of course, before he does the end of it, I gotta, you know, I won't show that part. But basically, it shows her in Romania. It shows this Edomite. You see it from the inside the hallway to outside through the glass doors, and you see an old lady trying to run in, trying to get inside, and you see this Edomite following her, pouring shit on her. All right. And then she gets inside, and there was a young girl coming down the stairs, and she heard the commotion, and she's looking, and she kind of backs up. And then another old lady comes down, and she's old and feeble, and it opens the door, and the lady that's getting the shit poured on her, she slips and slides and falls inside because they were in the foyer. All right, so she actually came inside of the building. All right, but then just like in the horror movie, her goofy ass slips and falls. But sounds like, well, the Lord, the death angel tripped her ass, right? Because she could have got away, but she slipped and fell, and then the dude is pointing on her. He slips and slides through the door, and he pours more of it on her. All right, and when she's trying to get up, he kicks her in the face. Boom! Because she tries to raise up, and he kicked her right in the face. Boom! And then when she fell, he got his grip and he kicked again. Boom! And then he kicked her one more time, and she went stiff. I'm like, yeah, he might have killed this bitch. All right, then the old lady still trying to stop him. And he said something to her. You can't hear it. There's no sound. But he said something to her. And then the old lady's like, and she just tries to get out the way. Next thing you know, he lights that shit up and burnt her the fuck up. He actually lit himself on fire. You saw him outside trying to get the fire off himself. And I'm like, what the fuck? And spirits created for vengeance, man. Somebody get it. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck did she do or say to him to make him want to do that to her old ass? I'm like, that must have been some old shit that was came back on her. I don't know. I'm like, damn, or is he just nuts? And she decided she the one. I don't know. It just made me wonder, what the fuck, what's the backstory on this?
Right.
So, go ahead and read that. Somebody
Behind the
knows.
Khan, this is the book of Sirach, better known as Ecclesiastes 39 to 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In a time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Yeah, because how about you now, Shai? You know you have things like serial killers, Lord, preserve these different people to what? To basically render judgment. To ultimately please the one that's in heaven. How about you now, Shai?
He's a young chick. Keep talking, brother.
I got a precept.
That's what the Lord is doing, man. The Lord is
They see him in the hallway
things
pouring
like
shit on
Final
him.
Destinations.
He slips and falls. He gonna get past the old
This is
lady.
the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So, Khan, as the brother was saying, the love of many is gonna wax cold. The vengeance, the Lord is gonna pour the spirit of vengeance upon these people, so they go crazy, man. There's Jacob's trouble and everything. The brother against brother. They're gonna be fighting each other like crazy.
Sure, it's already starting now. It's just gonna get worse.
That's right.
Right.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. That's proof, man. The Lord does all things. He does the good and the bad, man.
Right? And the scripture talks about how a man seeking rebellion, rebellious man is a cruel messenger of Satan. So, hey, a lot of these things, that's why they say there's no respect for person. Like, the little kid that gets shot on the block and all these old people, old and young, man. The Lord, it's judgment, man. These motherfuckers, whether it's this young or this fucking old, man. It's judgment.
In John 6, they asked, who sinned that the baby was born blind? Because our people understood that blindness or judgment was given in your next life. So they're like, who sinned? This child or their parents? Why? Because people understood there's a negative effect to sinning, man. There's a end result. All right, somebody, you get Romans 13 and 11 basically says, basically we're at those days, but it says, put off the works of darkness. All right, so the Lord actually told us, hey, look, it's about to be the end. Get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? And brother got go ahead, brother.
This Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time, that now is a high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Yeah. Right, so the brother said what? That because the day it says there be no flesh to save, the hearts of many are waxing cold, because it's getting to the end of the end.
Yep.
All right, Daniel, somebody get that Daniel 12, the whole chapter damn near, but it talks about this will be in a time like no other time, man.
Oh yeah.
Because what I just showed the brothers, I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life, man.
Me neither.
I never thought I'd see it, and that's gonna be normal.
Right.
That sort of thing is gonna be normal, man.
Oh, and that heinous, because that's a heinous fucking crime.
That was a heinous fucking crime. Like the brother said, that old bitch wasn't innocent.
No.
That
was his mother-in-law.
Watching it again, something, I don't know what she did, you know, but something happened.
She raised the hoe.
Because he knew because if he was just some random shit, he'd have got everybody
up. Right.
He didn't want nobody else. Right. He just wanted her.
Yeah.
He was trying to move the other. Oh, he was being passionate with the other lady.
Yeah, he was being
He didn't
patient.
hit her or nothing. He was like, no, let me.
He like, no,
fucking her. It's just this old.
It's like raping a child or something, like your child.
Good. You know.
But no, those heinous crimes are common among Edomites.
Yes. And see, they didn't show that.
Yes.
Because these were Edomites. Right. And so. And then I walked into to the dojo today, and first thing I hear is about some Jake breaking in the store and putting stuff in iPhones in his pants.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking, well, this white man just beat the shit out this stone, kicked this old white lady in the head 3 times till she was unconscious, then burned her alive. You know, where's that in the media? Where's that on the news?
Whoever threw that, your mama's a hoe.
You know, right? So the thing is that you gotta understand. Esau needs Jake to be the face of what's wrong.
Exactly.
And that's another. And I told him, I said, bro, all those snatchy grabs, all that shit is orchestrated to distract the people and get the attention of people like you. All for real shit that's happening. Yep. And the real shit is happening is white collar shit.
Yeah.
And so the white male has to be the face of Dudley Do-Right, the Mountie. You know, he has to be the. These brothers young.
Yeah, they don't know nothing about that.
Dudley Do-Right. This motherfucker, right, sitting up on a horse with his big ass chin in the air. You know, he's the good guy. He's a fucking demon, man.
Yep.
All right. So he wants to be the face of what's good and pure when he's the pure face of evil, man.
You got the chamber too?
This is Habakkuk 2:16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
And that's true, because look, that was Yahweh's right hand turned onto this old Edomite woman, man. And regardless of whatever she did, you know, the Lord saw it just for her to go out. She went out horribly, man. And then dude, you know, people, regardless of what she did, he gonna catch hell for what he did. All right? You know?
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Back up with and the elder says that old bitch wasn't innocent. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent. But where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity And so wickedness reap the same. Like the said, hey, that bitch was not innocent, man.
More than likely that was his mother-in-law.
Whether it be a young bitch. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
And a trial by fire is usually that of something when you've done something completely.
That's a that bitch was a sacrifice. She was a burnt offering. That bitch was a burnt offering. Literally. This is Zephaniah, the 3rd chapter, the 5th verse. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame.
I got something. This is the book of Job 34:25. Therefore he knoweth their works, and he overturneth them in the night, so that they are destroyed. He strikes them as wicked men in the open sight of others, because they turn back from him and would not consider any of his ways. So we all puppets. And the Lord will turn up a random motherfucker to just really get down on you for something that you did. Something that you think you got away with. What's that? Ecclesiastes 8:11? Somebody get me
Before a sentence? Yeah.
Somebody get it.
Shit, what did King David? He said, man, the Lord allowed him to be a thorn in my, like, the Lord allowed him to talk. I fucked up.
The Lord bid him his mind to come talk their shit. Go ahead, bro.
I got it.
Say it with your chest.
Ecclesiastes 8, the verse 11, it says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Right, so just because the Lord ain't tear that ass up right away, all right, hey, niggas think they can just continue being folly, they can just continue being wicked. That's why it's a beautiful thing for the righteous, hopefully elect, when you know you done fucked up and the Lord immediately get your ass. You know why. You know, whatever happens to you, you know what you did. And for the Lord to get that ass right away, that means he loves you. Right?
Yeah.
But if he don't love you, he just gonna let your shit build up.
Hey, that's why the scripture said that he chastises who he loves, man.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 5. It says, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord, Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai, understand all things. So that's why we can look at videos like the elder just showed us, or whether it be something that we did in our life and we get chastised by the Lord, or one of the elder brothers will rebuke us, we understand, hey, it's judgment for something that we did. Even if we ain't fuck up in that instance right there, we fucked up a week ago, a month ago.
Last October.
He always say, man, even if you did nothing, you did something, man.
Yeah.
Yes. All right?
Yeah.
Hey,
We don't know what we did in our past life.
We
There it
going
is.
off right now,
Right.
man. Our clothes ain't.
Yeah, one garment. Right, one linen.
Right now. Hey, I done lusted after so many of these bad bitches. I know they married and got husbands, man. Hey, we all worthy of death. Yeah, 7, Salami. You know, we all worthy of death. If the Lord was to mark iniquity, none of us should stand, man.
Nobody stand.
Very few men, man. It's the mercy of the Lord that we are not consumed.
Right.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians 11:32. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world.
That's right.
You know, as the brother Petra was basically saying, man, you know, when we do something and being up the hope of righteous elect, you know, we're judged immediately. That shows that what? Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai loves us. You know?
Even niggas in the world, they don't get away with shit. They don't get away with
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, keep reading verse 12, man. Ecclesiastes 8.
And you know, it's best if you did some dirt in this life, go ahead and get it over with, take your punishment.
Come on.
Because you don't want to come back and you know, and have that shit play out. And you'll,
Yeah, man, you don't want to starve to death. All right? Hey, a lot of these motherfuckers, hey, man, it's going to be men out here that are going to literally be sodomized to death out here.
Right. By other men, because guess what? It's not just going to be women getting gang raped.
No, man.
It's going to be men, too.
It's going to be men getting trains ran on them, man. All right? You got to understand, man, this motherfucker, you're going to be starving to death getting a train ran on you.
And they're going to purposely try to do it, or do it to a man that they know is not down with it. Because what's the point in gang raping a dude who's gay? All right?
Right.
He happier than a damn fag with a bag
Why
of
are
dicks.
you gay?
Right.
Why are you gay?
It ain't right.
Why are you gay?
I'm not gay.
Hey, the brother Yawana and I went to CVS or Walgreens, some shit, stopped to get some liquor. And some nigga, he threatened to rape us. He said, I fuck niggas too. Fuck y'all looking at. Bro was like, your wife was like, I don't know what to say to that. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
I said, well, it's time to go home.
Right.
Gotta go. He was me mugging us. And he goes, yeah. Hey, I just got out. I fuck niggas too. Bro, we was just speechless. Like, nah, let's get the fuck out of here.
No, you know what? I don't even
Grabbed our
want
liquor and left.
Bro, I don't even want to drink anymore,
We
man.
didn't want to argue with his ass. We didn't, hey, man, we was like,
It ain't
fuck
nothing to
you.
say after that, man. You just gotta go,
Hey,
man.
these motherfuckers are waiting, man.
It's like the Sodom nights with the angels and stuff like that, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. They had virgins. They had virgins. They
Yeah.
had women that got no men. They didn't even want them.
Nope.
Yeah.
Right?
That's crazy.
This is Ecclesiastes 8, verse 12. It says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him.
Right. So though a sinner's days be prolonged, it's gonna go well with the men that fear the Lord. Just like in that video with that old woman, she got the fucking brake pads beat off her and then got set ablaze. We don't know what she did, man. You know, we don't know how wicked that old ass woman was.
And it was done by a white man.
And it was done by a white, a young white. All right.
Probably got a few days in jail.
We don't get away with nothing. The scriptures say, it is marvel if a sinner shall escape unpunished, man. It's not gonna happen, man. So that's why happy are we that the things that are pleasing to Yahweh Shem Yahushai are made known unto us, man.
Yeah.
All right. We know how to worship the Heavenly Father. All right. We know to do right by the Heavenly Father. That's right. A lot of these people, they don't know how to do it. They don't have a mind to repentance.
Man.
We've been given a mind to repentance. We've been given a mind to fear the Lord, man. And that right there is a great gift. Like the scriptures say, man, neglect not this gift that is in thee, man.
Damn.
It said the spirit quickeneth. Other than that, we'd be lost hopes. We'd be just regular motherfuckers running around Babylon in Chicago on bullshit, man.
That's right, brother.
Getting ready to get fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like this old lady did, man. And then the mental shit, because at least two women, now we don't know how many, I've seen that video. That video's probably been seen millions of times by now. But one thing we know for sure, that other old lady and that young lady, they saw that shit.
Yep.
They heard her screaming for help, her pleas.
Yep.
The old lady plead with him to leave her alone, and you know, not to hurt her. You know, whatever. They was in Romania, so I imagine they do speak English in Romania, but they also have their own language.
They're Baltic.
So you know, but he did what he did anyway, man. Right. And we know that young lady and that old lady, they witnessed that shit, man.
Yep. Yeah. Shit is a
all right, and they knew that woman. All right, they probably shared tea with her and all that shit.
Yeah. Hey, it was a nigga, he just got smoked recently. One of these rap niggas in Chicago. A song he made 8 years ago, man.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like of course, you know, he was probably doing dirt. Yeah, he made a song 8 years ago. He got smoked
and somebody saw
his kids.
Like in front of his kids.
Yeah,
Smoked
like coming from school.
Like 40. He was walking his
He was
shorties.
walking with a Savage Pride nigga, like a school poster board.
Yep.
Walking with
Oh, they caught him with his hands full.
Yep. With his kids.
And then his wife and his other daughter took off. He right here getting shot, his baby right here. And they like, hey, watch out. Boom, boom,
I'm talking about they standing over him.
And she watching it like this, like she
And he literally moving the shorty like, nah, move. Bop, bop, bop. Just firing his ass up. I said,
Over a song.
Yeah.
Niggas was petty, man.
Yeah. Like that's what Jake do. Jake gonna fire you up over dissing his dead homie. Jake gonna steal your iPhone.
But you know what?
But goddamn.
He was on that bullshit when he made that song, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he collected that checks.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, you ain't write that song for free. You live and you die in Chicago.
This is the book of Hebrews. Oh, Salaki.
That shit was right too. And the scripture talks about pride comes before a fall.
Yeah.
And this nigga was prideful even making that song. Imagine all the shit that he did before that fucking song.
Yeah. Even leading
He's a
up to.
wicked ass nigga, man.
Yeah, man. These niggas in Chicago wicked, man.
His day came, man. The Lord judged his ass. And that spirit's created for vengeance.
Yep.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Hebrews 10 and 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Right, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Knowing that what? Well, we're all controlled at the end of the day. The Lord can, set you down a path that's ultimately going to lead to your destruction bit by bit. Because the scripture that says what? It's like a man that ran from a lion. He leaned his hand on the wall and the serpent bit him. So you ultimately can't run away from the judgment of Yahweh.
And it's gonna get shady out here. I was watching another video, and then somewhere looked like it was in a West Loop, And you saw this little chick making her way downtown. She just walking along. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and down a one-way street, and it looked like the one-way street was going south. Niggas rolled up on her, and she all in her phone. Next thing you know, these niggas hopped out the car and up the things on her, had her on the wall, going through all that shit, took everything from her. All right, and then drove off. All right, and then a bus was coming and some more cars, and she ran out the street, was waving them down. And you saw the car, like you could tell that they were driving slow. They were like watching. All right, and so it looked like they were about to turn around, but the traffic started coming, so they went. And so she's trying to wave down cars and shit, and they came back around on her ass. And hopped out on her again. All right, and then the dude got out, smacked the ass up, smack.
That's funny as shit.
Right?
This is for money help, bitch.
Right. Like, how dare you try to call for help?
Yeah.
Like, you trying to get the people on us?
Right.
You only had $20?
No. Then they jumped back in the car and rode off on their ass.
You're a
thinking to
snitch.
myself, and,
comedy
you know,
skit.
she looked like she was a little white chick. She could have been a Northern King.
You only had $20?
But why the fuck are you outside by yourself at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Stupid.
Pride.
Right.
Foolishness of a woman.
Pride.
You right. And these dudes is riding down and they getting taxi drivers, anything they can get, man. All right? And they doing tactical moves. I saw another one. The taxi is sitting on the side, all right, probably waiting for a fare in between fares. Maybe having a coffee or trying to eat something real quick before he turned his thing back on and start driving again. But the car, he's sitting there parked, the car pulled in front of him sideways, and one pulled right behind him. And then they hopped out in every direction.
So where
All
to go?
That's what they doing, man.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, I promise you, man, there's gonna be vigilantes that sit in their cars and wait for these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You better believe it, man. You're gonna have vigilantes sitting in their cars waiting on these dudes.
Yep.
All right, they're gonna go out there at 4 in the morning, all right, and they're gonna sit there in their car, strapped up, thing in their hand already.
Wait.
As soon as these dudes roll up, they blast.
Yep.
First dude hop out, get put down.
Yep.
All right,
heard some
and guys
video.
like that, their mindset, they're not looking for people to fight back. They're looking for people to freak out, throw their hands up, and give them whatever they want.
Right.
So, and they gonna drive off and leave their homie right in the street.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
All right, you best believe it, man. So the times is getting really, really bad, man. I mean, it's bad already. You're just not seeing it, and that sort of thing is happening all over the city all the time, man.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, it turned out that crime actually had went down. What was that, last year and the year before? Because when the C thing hit, everybody was broke, so crime went up. But guess what else happened during that time? The CCLs, the concealed carry
Yeah.
laws, and licenses went out.
Them
And
sources,
basically, just turns out that the courts were full of CCL cases because these concealed carry people is blasting these niggas. All right, they rolling up on people, you know, and these people, they ready.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
They rolling up on them and they ready, man. So it's just another sign of the time. Get that Daniel. Somebody spoke on it. Get that Daniel 12 and
I got it.
12 and 1, and then get 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time, shall Michael stand up, the great prince, was standing for the children of thy people.
Now remember, Michael was created for this purpose. All right?
Right.
Because all the other angels, the other archangels, they all have a job. They were dealing with the prophets. They were doing all. You don't read the scripture when Michael came and dealt with Ezra and Tobit. No, the other archangels were doing it. Michael was created as a weapon of war.
Right.
All right.
That's cool.
He's created only to come down here and tear shit up. That is his purpose, and he's gonna do it when the time comes to defend his brethren, the Israelites. All right. So Goku to the 144th hour gonna get released on your ass. All right, read.
And
Just
there,
think about that.
and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was even a nation. To that same time, and at that time, thy people shall be delivered.
Right, and the Bible speaks about how great this salvation is going to be compared to the last one. All right? It's letting you know that there has never been a time like the time when this happens.
Damn. Boom. They crash somebody. You see it? They wheel out. They still going. They wheel out. They going like this.
Yeah. Oh, his wheel is off.
Yeah, it's off.
So he couldn't stop, you think?
He couldn't. I don't know. That was he finna crash.
We'll know it. We hear a boom.
He finna crash to somebody right now. You ain't see the wheels? All his wheels was out.
You know they gonna crash. They calling on the wrong name.
So he couldn't stop.
You heard them brakes.
Can't stop, won't stop. You get down, baby. That boy Tokyo drifted.
Damn.
He on a Tokyo drift.
Right as we were talking about crazy shit, that's how it's gonna be, man.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what happened in that Purge movie?
No.
They cut that brake line.
Mm-hmm.
So they did something with the car, when the damn car stopped on the bridge, and right as the sun was going down, and had their ass out there doing the purge. Woo. Go ahead, brother.
And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that should be found written in the book.
Right, so the only people written in the book are the elect, man. All right, the elect, and they were the people. Matter of fact, real quick, one of my favorite scriptures, Ephesians, the first one, like verses 4 and 5. Ephesians 1, 4 and 5.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 1, verse 4. It says, according as he had chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestined us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Mashiach to himself.
So basically, man, if you're not one of the elect in these days to come, you got nothing coming except death by pain. Right. All right. All these celebrities and these people that get that like Carl Weathers, Lord have mercy on him, man. He got to live a good life. Yep. You know, he had all that money. He did whatever dirt he did in Hollywood to get them millions. He had fame. You know, I'm sure especially when he was young, the dude was built like a damn tank. He had more cheeks than a damn toilet seat.
Right.
So he had a good life.
Yep.
You know, he had money, and the Lord actually let him grow to be an older man, because he still wasn't super old, you know. Right. But he actually lived to be an older man. He got to go to sleep and die in his sleep. That's a luxury that most people aren't affording. Right. And there's no better way to go except maybe get some ass.
That's right. This is GM sex. I'll never give you less.
Come and go all at the same time.
Thou shalt take another wife, like I said in Deuteronomy.
Right. But you know, so outside of laying down and going to sleep and just not waking up, you just sleep right to the spirit world. That's a blessing, man. That's mercy.
Revenge and
right? But I'm gonna tell you, you niggas and spiggers out here, y'all not gonna get that mercy, man. All right, the majority of you are not going to be afforded that sort of mercy. The Lord promised you death by pain. So you want to keep going against the grain, going against the word, the Lord going to give it to you, like X did. X going to give it to you. Right? Bring them scriptures out.
This is second Ezra 9, verse 7.
Right?
You're gonna come.
And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith.
Those are the elect. Those are those ones who are predestinated. All right?
Whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
And believing and knowing this is the only thing that keeps me going, man. And of course, the love of my brothers, man. I love the brotherhood.
Right.
All right? And I pray that we all be a part of that number, man. That we get the hell up out of here, man. All right.
It was. I think it said basically. Can somebody get it? I think it's Philippians 1, where he said that basically, through my speech, as exhorted, the fact that you come out here, like for example, like now the elder is a mighty example, right? But the fact you come out here and you do what you do for the Lord inspires other men to do also. To be boldly in bonds to do this, man. See, Jake think this is about a man pleasing. No, this is about serving the fear and the Yahweh Shemi Shai.
And trying to be counted. Because you can't look, man. How they say in the lottery, You just can't. You think you're gonna walk down the street and find a lottery ticket and just win? They say you gotta play to win, right? So in order to win the lottery of the Lord, you gotta be doing His work. All right? You can't be no sideline, you know. Now, granted, there's gonna be a lot of brothers who believe that but it's not in their spirit. It's not a part of their lot to be one of the men of the Lord to the effect where they go out and do the work. All right, because there are going to be men who believe just say some of them men going to get saved just because a woman believed. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, however you make it, if you make it, you make it, man. But the creme de la creme is going to be the 144.
That's right.
Right. And the 144 is going to be doing what we're doing.
That's right.
All right. They're going to be doing, because there's no greater prize than that. Right? Because not only do you get the kingdom, right, but you get to actually be with Yahushua in the taking of the kingdom.
Right.
You know, it says, happy is he who liveth to see his enemy go down, man. The dash of his little ones against the soul. Right? Because I personally want to wet my feet in the blood of the wicked, man. I want to wash my feet in that blood, man, and dash the little ones against the stone. You know, ravage that, spoil their houses and ravage their wives. Give me your daughters. That's scriptural, right? That's scriptural. Okay. Go ahead, brother.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful cases, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment.
Ooh, like the little pretty Northern Kingdom boss. He's only 18. Talking about how this one, I got to be loyal to this one man because I love him so much. Did y'all see that video? When she said she wanted her face blasted by at least 100 different dudes. She said this guy's out there with 13-inch meats, and I want to experience them.
She gonna get it, but in the worst way.
She said, she gonna be a victim of her own folly, man.
Yep.
Right? Trust me, and she ain't gonna like it.
Right.
She's like, I want to be passed around by at least 100 different guys to find out which one I want. So wait a minute. So you're gonna go through 100 different dudes. Now you expect the same dude that loved you all along, and he want to be with you, and spend his money, his resources, and you got nothing, and all you can go give him is a damn hot dog down the hallway.
God knows.
Because 100 dudes with 10-inch and 13-inch rods that blasted all over you, and you have no worth, none. Right, and you're gonna have all those spirits on you. She said, I want 100 different guys to blast on my face.
That's crazy, bro.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, no, of course, no shame.
With no shame.
None.
So, and I'm like, well, damn, I hope dude that whoever her boyfriend is, he see this video and get the hell away from her. Let that bitch go ahead. Like, all right, well, go ahead and get your face blasted on. How you gonna be my woman and get on the internet and make a video like that? Right. Matter of fact, if that was my daughter, I'd probably be in jail, man. I'm like, you little bitch. Right. You know?
Yeah, no.
I'll say that. I'll show you. Shorty talking about for her 40th body, she threw a 40th body party. They got a train ran on her by another 40 dudes. For her 40th body.
And that bitch AJ Johnson, baby boy mom, she helped push that type of thing. Like a couple years ago, when she was saying for her 50th birthday, she got flipped and she made this magic. No, but she's a whore, the old whore.
Yeah. Wow. She got banged out on her 50th birthday. By multiple dudes.
She got a train ran on her.
And now they starting to call the summertime stepdaddy season, man.
What?
Our women just don't have no shame, man.
Wait, what?
They call it stepdaddy season.
What the fuck is that shit?
Hey, these niggas are down bad, man. You already know. They down bad. You already know.
So the dude is either gay, right, or he's supporting that shit.
Stepdaddy season.
Side niggas, man. He just get the side niggas t-shirt. Stepdaddy t-shirt.
Well, you got women saying that they're looking for cuckold boyfriends.
And look, and the stepdad.
Edomites.
You know, in a lot of times, man, it really is a thankless job.
Most thankless job.
Right?
The most thankless job.
And I always tell you younger men, man, look, man, you two, your nuts is valuable. She's not.
That's right.
Yeah. Listen, I've been telling you for years. A lot of you didn't listen. You got yourself jammed up. All right. Told you, skeet on them bras, not in them. All right. And guard your DNA, man. Your DNA is precious.
Yeah.
All right, you got the royal holy seed, man.
Right.
Okay, don't go and get yourself locked down with one of these old used up and ran through ass women, and what she, now you fighting Title 4D and all that other bullshit. Right. Man. Don't do that, man. They ain't worth it, man. Have some discipline. All right, that's what they mouth for. But anyway, go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 20. It says, such is the way of an adulterous woman, she eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness.
Right, and I've heard that one read in a couple other. The Bible is very graphic, man. That's why we are.
Yep.
It's very graphic.
Direct.
All right? It's very direct, because that's literally talking about a woman, taking something into her mouth and then saying, I ain't what?
Right. No accountability.
Yeah, and that's
right. What was that? What was that? Something about marriage?
Yeah.
Right.
Put it in her hand. All right.
There was a bitch called fucking butt naked in the parking lot and a video of boyfriend followed her. And she's like, what are you doing here? Yeah.
Oh,
What? You're not even supposed to be here. Yeah.
Right.
Like, get off of this right now.
That's most women when they get caught.
Get off of this right now. Why would you do this?
All right. Read.
This is the same verse, Proverbs 30 and 20, in the NLT. It says, an adulterous woman consumes a man and wipes her mouth. It says, what's wrong with that?
Have you ever been swallowed?
Why you here? She look at you like you going off.
Right.
Look, she
Right. Right. Why are you
You're supposed to be at work.
Right.
She was laughing when she heard that.
He say you
This is your fault.
She was really laughing when she heard
She
that,
done
bro. She
consumed many
understood that.
Yeah.
She done consumed a lot of it.
She heard that. She
Yeah.
started
But the
laughing.
woman was standing there.
That woman that was walking by, I looked at her, I was right down looking at her face. She started choking and laughing and put her hand to her face. She was rolling. She started kicking like this.
Ghetto gaggers.
She didn't know that was in the Bible.
China woman.
She said, if I could take these teeth out, you be like,
China woman.
She heard that. Because that's the spirit that's in America, man. Because that phrase that I just quoted, that stepdaddy sees it, it ain't going back to just really having another man to take care of me and your children. No, it's just going to sleep with multiple men
That's literally
throughout
what
the
it's.
summer.
That's what it's talking about.
And coming back to your man.
this is
First
First
day it
Timothy.
was meant for your eyes, brother.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And that's exactly what these women have in this Western society, the modern one, what do you want to call it? The average Babylonian woman.
They got power over us, man. All
Yeah.
right, they got power over us because of this soft ass man that's in rulership.
That's right.
All right, that's to let a million man army come right through his walls. man.
Stupid.
All right.
Yeah.
So we all looking forward to the collapse of this place. So
That's
we-
right.
Hurry up and get it on, man.
What did they say? Hey, you slept with so many men, you're starting to look like one, goddamn.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Because,
right.
no, because like the elders as pointed out before, once a woman, once a man lays with a woman, like in the scripture says about being the one flesh,
Right.
now that man's DNA is part of her. So if she starts sleeping with multiple men, she's damn near gonna fucking become a motherfucker.
She a mutant.
Multiple personality disorder.
She a mutant.
Yeah, and then not only that, the DNA of those men are on. So when she finally gets with a guy and has a baby with him, this man's poor child got the DNA of these other men on his child. Right? And it's really fucked up that this is my son, my seed, but all these other dudes' DNA is all over him. To something that he might even look like some of them or even act like some of them.
Yeah.
All right, now
I'm
you
gonna
got
beat this bitch today. That reminded me. I'll beat this bitch today.
Mom and shit.
So, we got to get out of here, man. That's why the Lord said, oh, you adulterous generation. All right?
Polluted.
We're a polluted people. And only the Lord can clean us up, man.
That's right.
Because there's very few of us that have come into this world. And our mother, and our mother was the only man she'd ever been with was our father. Right. There's very, very few of us that actually come into the world that way, man. And that's really sad.
I can't say that.
It's really, and it's quite disgusting because you got heathen nations, that don't happen with them. They actually come in that way. Yeah. Their mother was only with, among Ishmael and Elam a lot often. But now Nowadays,
Mia Khalifa.
nowadays though they've been so influenced by the West.
Yep.
You know, it's
Hey, my wife, her cousin, my wife, she was telling me about her cousin. Her cousin, baby daddy, like this nigga, he beating this bitch ass, right? While she was pregnant. Because she was sleeping with multiple niggas while she was pregnant. Right. So
I can't get pregnant.
Right, and niggas like that shit. Niggas is weird out here, man. But yeah, man, he was like, bitch, you got all these niggas nutting on my baby head. Bap, bap. I'm talking about beat the brakes off her ass, man, daily, man.
Hey, she's lucky. She should have got death.
Yeah.
She's lucky the Lord didn't put the spirit of death on her.
Yeah, she'd have been, getting burned up
it's
in
coming.
the foyer. Like that old
Like
Edomite.
that white lady, that's probably her mama.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead, we're going to get ready to wrap it up.
This is the book of Sirach 26 and 25, in the King James and the GNT. It says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
Hold on, we got to get that in the good news.
Yeah. The water, bro.
It says, Sirach 26 and 25 in the Good News Translation.
This
It says, a self-willed woman is a bitch.
Right.
But a woman
I like that
with a sense of decency honors the Lord.
I like that version. That's my favorite version.
That's in the Bible, man.
Right.
And that's the breakdown. That's what it means.
That's
Right? So when you out of order, you a bitch.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Right? So with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.